Hello and welcome to Talent in Talks, the Talent Mindset Dialogue series brought to you by the Economic Times in collaboration with LinkedIn, where we bring to the forefront trends that are shaping up the future of talent management and showcase willing talent philosophies that expand what's possible for businesses. I'm Shipra Malhotra, editor with ETB2B by the Economic Times. The work world has experienced profound tech led transformations, leading to a fundamental shift in workplace dynamics, and strategies have shifted from routine to reform. With agility and adaptability taking precedence, talent management circumvents around a more complex, analytical, data driven function, fulfilling multi generational expectations, predicting attrition, identifying high potential employees, and building skills strategically. In response, organizations are shifting towards an entirely new operational framework for work and the workforce, emphasizing skills as the focal point rather than specific job roles. Across sectors, from startups to conglomerates, we are witnessing organizations reimagining talent in the face of change. They are today positioning people as a key differentiator and strategic business imperative for competitive advantage. So let's unravel the transformative journey of talent management in today's tech driven world of work with our guest today. I'm super excited to welcome Akshay Sahni, Country Head Chevron India, and Santosh D'Souza, Director at LinkedIn. Welcome, Akshay and Santosh. So good to have you.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Shipra. Good to be here.
So Santosh, I'll hand it over to you here to take the fireside chat further.
Thank you, Shipra. It's an honor and pleasure, and thank you, Akshay. It's an absolute pleasure to be sort of having this chat with you today. And let me sort of kick this off, right? Chevron, obviously, who doesn't know the name Chevron, right? But you have a unique name called Engine for your GCC year in Bangalore. I'm sure the audience plus me, I would love to know, and I'm intrigued to know, please, can you tell us the story behind this and what does Engine represent or seek to represent in India?
Yeah, thanks, Santosh. So Chevron is a leading integrated energy company. We've been around for 145 years. And the Engine is one of Chevron's most significant investments in building talent capacity, technical talent capacity and capability outside of our headquarters in the US. And the Engine stands for Engineering and Innovation Excellence Center, a state-of-the-art technology hub to support Chevron's global projects and operations. So this is where we plan to do meaningful, impactful, and cutting-edge work to support our global projects and operations. So the work that we plan to do here is going to be challenging. For example, improving the reliability of our complex processing facilities. For example, our LNG plants, the liquefied natural gas plants that chill natural gas to minus 160 degrees centigrade so that we can have reliable supplies to the world. We plan to work on technology solutions for drilling and producing from our deep water assets. Right now, we are drilling and producing from wells that are 34,000 feet deep, even deeper than or higher than the height of Mount Everest, at high temperatures and pressure. All of this will be underpinned with a strong focus on digital technologies, AI, high performance computing, robotics, and automation. So the name Engine, Engineering and Innovation Excellence Center, is a good name for the type of work we want to do and the type of talent we want to acquire here in the amazing country of India and the city of Bangalore.
Wow, that's very, very interesting. And it seems that there's going to be a lot of great work going to be done at this innovation center here in India and in Bangalore. And obviously, a lot of this work is going to be helping your customers globally as well, right? And it's not only going to be for India, but for the world. So that's great. I'd love to understand your experience of setting this center in Bangalore. I looked at your LinkedIn profile, Akshay. You've worked in Chevron for close to 27 years across different geographies. So tell us about your experience of setting up the center in Bangalore, and how is it different from the other geographies you worked in previously?
Yeah, I started my career with Chevron. It's the only company that I've worked for 27 years ago, as you rightfully said. And we do have centers, we call them shared service centers outside of our headquarters in the US. We have them in Manila and Buenos Aires, supporting our business service functions like IT and HR, and supply chain and procurement and finance. But in terms of technical centers, this is the largest center outside of our headquarters. And it's different than some of our other global capability centers or shared service centers, because here we are primarily focusing on the core engineering discipline. So we are hiring mechanical, chemical, civil, structural, electrical engineers. We're hiring geologists and geophysicists, environmental science majors, and all underpinned with a strong focus on AI and data science and automation professionals. So our learnings from the shared service centers that we have in Buenos Aires and Manila are very applicable to what we're trying to do here in terms of learning how to work across time zones, learning how to have business process efficiency improvements over time, and learning how to standardize workflows that you centralize in a location like Bengaluru. And our experience here so far, we established or launched this engine center last year in August, and over the last 6 months we have been very pleased to see the talent. We're very pleased to see not just the skill set and the talent, but also the drive, the motivation, and the ability to take on new challenges. So it's been a very exciting time for us, and it's been a very exciting time to set up the engine, or as I call it, fire up the engine.
Yeah, I'm sure you sound very fired up as well, right? And it's best to have a leader who's fired up and obviously rally the troops. So you're doing that wonderfully, Akshay. So and I can just look hearing you and the passion in which you're speaking. I can probably say this is the most exciting part of your 27 years journey, being in Bangalore and setting up engine for Chevron globally. So thank you for sharing the fact that you're looking at so many different skill sets, from engineering to geologist, environmental people, or sustainability, etc. As you grow your business. I'd like to ask you, in terms of how do you think the workforce is going to be ready going forward, right? This is a company which has been in the business for, as you said, over 400 years. You are now embedding AI in pretty much everything, right? From streamlining processes to nurturing employee growth, and today, even powering data centers with green energy. As this energy transformation continues to reshape the world of work, what in your definition is the concept of talent mindset? And tell me something which comes to your mind, or which comes top of the mind to you from a talent mindset point of view.
Yeah, thanks, Santosh. Let me first talk about our company's history. So we are not 400 years old, but we are still 145 years old. We were established in 1879. And while times have changed, the need for affordable, reliable, and ever cleaner energy has not changed. And that's our company's mission. And before I talk about talent mindset, let me talk briefly about AI. And AI does roll into our talent acquisition strategy as well. I strongly believe that AI is needed for energy, and energy is needed for AI. And it's a relation that is very symbiotic. There are many problems in energy domain that can be solved by AI solutions, data science solutions. For example, we process copious volumes of seismic data to find the best locations to drill for oil and gas, or to store carbon dioxide in case of CCUS. And AI solutions can help accelerate that process significantly, reduce the cycle time, make it a lot more efficient. We also use AI solutions to understand when a particular machine would need maintenance, when a machine is likely to break down, so that we can fix it before it happens. And that actually helps improve the reliability of supplies. So AI is needed for energy, and energy is needed for AI, because a lot of the large data centers which are processing the AI algorithms, the data science computations that are required need energy. And very recently, we announced a partnership with the GE Vernova to power data centers in the US that are hosting AI applications or running AI solutions with power plants. So we are putting together power plants adjacent to these data centers to provide them with the energy that they need. So it's a very symbiotic relationship, and it's a relationship that works both ways. Now, coming to talent mindset, the way I look at it, Santosh, talent mindset is a lot more than hiring the right talent with the right skill sets. That's important. That's very important. But it's about building an ecosystem where we promote learning, we promote professional development, we promote professional growth, as well as mentoring. And that happens in a company like ours day in and day out. When we hire new people into the company, when they come fresh from college, whether in the US and now here at the Engine, we run them through a program that is called the Horizons program, where in the first 5 years of a person joining the company, they'll get to do at least two and maybe three assignments in different types of roles. It gives them a really good flavor of what type of opportunities exist in the company and what they like to do. Because at the end of the day, you want to have a relationship with your employee where they feel happy about the work that they're doing. So that's just one of the things that we do in terms of a Horizons program. In addition, we do have mentoring relationships for every new person that we hire. So as new people walk into the office, they are assigned a mentor, and the mentor does a lot more than just teach them about the software and the tools of the processes. They're a sounding board of how to navigate through a large company like ours. In addition, and here's where technology plays a big role, for talent to thrive, you have to give them an immersive experience on the type of projects that they're working on. So what we do is we have digital twins. So we are an engineering company that has digital twins of most of our complex processing facilities, most of our production operation facilities. And our new hires get to visit the facilities by sitting on the workstation here in Bangalore using the digital twins. It's an immersive experience. It opens people's eyes and it gives them a sense of belonging that the work that they're doing, they can relate to it very well. I think most importantly, as a final point on talent mindset, I strongly believe that talent has to be nurtured in the right by forming the right culture. And as we are standing up the Engine and growing to 600 people by end of the year, having the right culture and building that is very important for me. A culture that promotes collaboration, a culture that promotes connection between employees, making it a close-knit culture is very important. We want that culture to be mission-driven, and the mission needs to be very clear to every employee. And as I mentioned before, our mission is to deliver affordable, reliable, and ever-clean energy to this growing world.
Wow, those are such great points. And I know if I had to sum it up, I think there are three things which I take away here. One was, I think, which you mentioned, I think I'm going to use this quote a little bit too often, Akshay, with your permission. AI is needed for energy and energy is needed for AI. I think which you just mentioned in terms of the great work being done by Chevron and using AI technologies to help your business be more productive and efficient in what you do. I love the fact when you spoke about talent mindset, you spoke about building a great talent ecosystem in your organization, right? Which is creating an opportunity to learn for professional development, for professional growth, right? Those were some great points which you made. And most importantly, at the end of the day, right? It's culture, right? If people find purpose in what they do and sort of align to the mission, obviously you see a lot of organizations creating magic. So some great points. Thank you, Akshay, for sort of sharing this. I'm sure a lot of people hearing this will have a few key takeaways if they have to execute something in their organization. Finally, one question which comes to my mind, in fact, in my role, Akshay, I do meet a lot of GCC leaders just like you, right? And one thing which comes to a topic of discussion which is always there is in terms of employer branding, right? So the question I have for you is, how do you ensure employer branding is consistent at Chevron while engaging a multi-general workforce with diverse expectations and with skills being evolving today, right? And as a leader in this space, and obviously somebody who's, creating this workforce here in Bangalore with your GCC engine, what advice would you give organizations in embracing this evolution, which is with respect to the workforce?
Thanks, Santosh, for this question. As a company, we call ourselves the human energy company. And people are at the center of the human energy company. And we believe that human ingenuity can help solve the world's greatest challenges. So that's a starting point for a brand. And we live in incredible times, Santosh. We have this huge demand of energy that we need to meet today while building out the lower carbon energy system for the future. And if we can get people to work on the meaningful and impactful work to meet today's high demand of energy that we all feel as citizens, while building out the low carbon energy system for the future, it makes for a really great employee value proposition. So when we engage with employees, when we engage with stakeholders, and we talk about our story, we talk about a mission to deliver affordable energy, which basically improves human prosperity. It drives human progress. When we talk about our mission to provide reliable energy, which supports energy security, and when we talk about our mission to deliver ever cleaner energy, which is something that you, I, our children, and the society demands, it resonates with everyone. It aligns very well with India's energy policy as well, to have affordable energy, reliable energy, and we do have our 2070 goal for the country to be net zero. And when we take this mission, we talk about the high impact work that people will do when they come to the engine. It brings our brand, the Human Energy Company, right front and center. It's a really good way of increasing people's interest, as well as driving them to make decisions on where they want to work.
Awesome. Those are great points. And I like the fact that, as you said, I think in this chat, I think there's at least 2 times or 3 times you've spoken about the vision and mission of your organization. And it's so great to have such a strong mission as well, because, at LinkedIn, we have our mission and vision, which is to create economic opportunity for every member of the global workforce, right? And for us, I can sort of align it to your vision as well. And like I said, it's not only about today, but as you said, it's about creating a sustainable work or global work, globe for not only our children, but for the future generations as well. And of course, the innovative work which is being done in your organization is what you've spoken about. Thank you, Akshay. This was a really very good chat. There were a lot of key takeaways in terms of how you look at talent. What is the innovative work done by Chevron? How is it aligning to your global priorities, right? And of course, your vision and mission. And how are you executing so strongly here, right? Especially, I know you have a strong mandate. And as you said, I can see the fire in you. I think so. All the very best. And it was great having a chat with you, Akshay.
Thank you so much, Santosh.
So thank you so much, Akshay and Santosh. That was a fascinating conversation. And 2 things that really jumped out to me were, Akshay, when you spoke about how AI rolls into your talent strategy. And that is something, organizations today need to be very mindful of. And if they miss the AI bus, they're going to be left behind. So AI and talent coming together gives them the strategic advantage that organizations were looking for. And very interestingly and rightfully, you mentioned that the talent mindset is more than just hiring the right talent, which you also said is important, but at the same time, building an ecosystem that promotes mentoring relationships, learning and development, and professional growth is equally important. So with that, thank you so much. And I'm sure our viewers who are watching this will have a lot of takeaways to go back and apply into their organizations as well. So with that, viewers, thank you for joining us and do reach out to our speakers for more exploration on this topic. Thank you so much for watching.